Pumpkin spice. Why does everything have to be pumpkin spice? Is it okay if we don't like pumpkin spice? If some of us don't really want our whole world to be pumpkin, is it okay if we have a little bit of variety in our lives? Maybe some caramel, maybe some plain coffee, maybe just something else, but not does everything. It doesn't have to be. We don't have to all have the same stuff. We don't all have to be pumpkinated on everything. We don't all have to be orange. Sometimes it seems like we have to feel like we have to all agree on one thing, and if we don't, then we're ostracized. If we're different than somebody else, then we're somehow less than somebody else. Imagine if the whole world was all pumpkin. If somebody said everybody has to be pumpkinated, or everybody has to be orange. If your face isn't orange, then you have to put makeup or bronzer or something on your face so that you look orange. All food has to be pumpkinated. It has to be orange. Your mashed potatoes, oh, forget that. That has to be orange, bright orange. Everything would look the same. It would be very, very boring. And there would be no variety. Sometimes we tend to treat people if we see them as different, if we see them as non-pumpkin, we tend to ostracize them and yell at them and be kind of mean to them. We tend to blame people that don't look like us for every problem in the world. The other day, I was at the doctor's office, and I was talking to one of the nurses there. And she was telling me how she one time just pulled up at a red light, and the car next to her pulled up, and he rolled down his window and just started yelling terrible, terrible things to her, awful things to her, all because she didn't look like he did. And she has a friend that was walking down the street, and the car pulled up, and they just threw trash at her just because she didn't look like they did. We treat people so poorly because they don't look like us? Is that the way that we're supposed to be? I don't think it is. I don't think that God ever intended on us to all look the same. And I don't think that he intended for us to blame anybody that looks different than us. Sometimes we're the cause of our own problems. We don't need to be scapegoating a whole bunch of people for every problem that seems to be. And no solution should be based on the ability or permission to hate other people. We don't have to be this way. We can embrace the differences. Hey, if you like pumpkin spice, that's great. That's great. I don't like pumpkin spice, but if you like pumpkin spice, all the power to you. I will defend your right to drink pumpkin spice. I'd even defend your right to have an orange mashed potato if you wanted to, but it's not for me. And we should be okay with that. I don't want to see the world in orange. I want to celebrate people for all of their individuality, all the uniqueness that they are. That's the world that I like to celebrate. I like you just because of who you are, and I hope that you'll do the same for me. And together, we can make this world a better place. We don't have to blame people for our problems. The solution is finding understanding and communication and acceptance of one another. You see, Jesus had it right from the very beginning. The solution to all of our problems is love. Try it. You don't have to try this, but try love. It comes in all flavors.